So this is the video that I just uploaded right before this one called "This is why I don't help people anymore." And you know, I shared some things in there basically talking about why I don't help people, their egos and people being unappreciative or just being complete assholes, and also some, personal experiences I had with this. And any of you who have ever watched the video, any of you that watched it, you'll know what I'm talking about. So there's this one, and then there's the other video called "Disrespect and Rebellion Will Be Your Downfall," something like that. Where I shared some other personal stories, and then there's some older videos that Blunt Gurley had commented on that I uploaded maybe a couple of years ago. It's four different videos called "Some People Are Quick to Assume," and another one, what is it called? Coincidences, and another one called "You Joke Too Much, Maybe There's a Reason." It's like a whole series of videos talking about some things that happened when I was younger with certain people I knew. But this is my most recent one, the one you're looking at. So I wanted to know from the people that are watching here, um, do you like this type of stuff? Do you like listening to some of my stories that I'm sharing? Um, because I'm okay with sharing more of them if y'all are interested. Now, I've always said in the past that most people don't give a flying fuck about what other people go through. They just don't. But we'll see. Um, how can I put this? I'm trying to think of what to say. Like, oh, okay. There is one or two particular people that are involved in some of these stories that I told a few years ago. I told them, I said, one day people will get to hear my story. Because usually these type of things, you're supposed to have them happen to you. People are supposed to do all kind of stuff, and you're not supposed to say anything about it. You're just supposed to keep it to yourself and not tell nobody, and just let them do that, and deal with the repercussions of what they were doing and deal with them in silence. Well, I don't believe that shit. That shit ain't happening anymore. That's why we have the internet and we have social media and places like this to upload videos. And a lot of us have stories. Oh boy, do we have stories. Aaron, you know what I'm talking about. You know we got stories. So, uh, yeah, I said the day will come when I will start telling my story when it comes to certain things, because everybody else gets to tell theirs and their side. So, the fuck I'm telling mine. And it's just like I said to someone early in the conversation that, me and them get along just fine. I told him, I said, when it comes to stuff like that, I am not sugarcoating shit no damn more. I'm keeping it raw, 100% uncut. I'm talking about raw, uncut, ain't never been stepped on, 100% pure. Okay? I'm not fucking sugarcoating shit and making it PC correct and saying what the people that done what they done, things that are, mild and won't hurt their feelings. Hey, fuck that bullshit. So, a little tidbit of one of the things I might share if I decide to upload such a video is going to be, a series that'll be off and on of these videos. Would y'all like to hear about one particular thing that I spoke to someone about earlier? Whereas, my kid's mother, which we don't talk anymore, is going through a certain situation, and I spoke about her in one of my previous videos along with her kids because I don't really consider them mine. Not the way they behave, no. And if I could like actually go down to some state of or city office and get my name removed off their birth certificates, I actually would. It's that serious, and I'm not playing. And if they hear it, that's fine because I want you to hear it. Basically, you know what the fuck you done. So like but it goes just like this. Like people like my kid's mother's mother who said when my kid's mother finishes going through whatever situation she's going through, that she's quite welcome to come home and stay with her. And I had to tell someone I was talking to earlier who knows of the situation, I said, I don't know who the fuck she is to tell her daughter that she can come home once she's, you know, through the situation she's in. Because this same bitch, back a long time ago, when my kid's mother was pregnant with our first child, and we were staying in New York City at the time, but she's from down south, and she invited me and her to come and live at her house. And we came back down there where I was staying at that time to come live with her on a 21-hour bus trip. Okay, 956 miles. That's a long time to travel, so you'd be tired. Came down there on her invitation, just so that when we got down there, that her younger sister can pick and petty argument about nonsense because my kid's mother's younger sister wanted to fuck me, and we wasn't fucking because I was already with her older sister, which was my kid's mother. So picked a petty argument and instigated my kid's mother's mother, which was her mother too, to put us out. So only 21 hours on a Greyhound bus ride. 20 years ago this happened, and only 4 hours after we got there and came to her house, picked a petty argument, and then her mother kicked both of us out. Me while I had a broken bone in my foot and I was on crutches, and her, my kid's mother, while she was 8 months pregnant. She kicked out her own daughter 8 months pregnant. And this was after either her sister or her mother stole my wallet, which contained the card that was supposed to pay to feed us, her pregnant and the unborn daughter in her stomach. Stole my wallet. Didn't even return the wallet with the ID. They could have took the money and then left the wallet empty on the porch so I could at least get my ID back. I lost my ID. I lost my birth certificate that was in there. I lost my social security card, everything, and my first week's check that I was working at McDonald's. This happened 20 years ago. And after my wallet got stolen by one of those two bastards, then the mother is going to put us out on the street with me on crutches and her 8 months pregnant. This is no fucking lie. And I know I was a little long-winded about this. I said I'll give you a little taste of it and decide if I want to tell the story later. But that is the little taste. Do y'all want me to talk about how family ain't family and nobody can do you? There's a saying, nobody can do you dirtier than family. And if you are black, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And especially if you're a black man, oh, you know what I'm talking about, because even your own kid's mother don't mind doing you dirty. I got some stories about her. The gloves are coming off because some of the things that happened to me years ago from different people, including her family, okay, and others, have created long-term effects that I will deal with for the rest of my life. And I never told nobody. Nobody knows about a lot of this stuff. Never told it online. Some of this stuff goes back over 20 years. So let me know if you want to hear some of that. I know Blunt Girlie said she was interested in a particular story that I don't really know if I'm gonna get into that so much. I don't know because that brings back some bad memories. You know what I'm talking about if you're listening. But I may. Boy, do I got stories. I said in the comment section on Aaron's videos and a couple of mine, and on one of my old videos from 2020, I said I got stories that a lot of y'all would not believe. And I got stories that even as recently as a few years ago or 2 years ago, that some of you that listen to my videos would think I wouldn't put up with that from somebody. Yeah, not anymore. Not anymore. The people, I'm just gonna leave this note before I close this video out. People that complain when a person is hard-hearted, as you would say, or doesn't really have regards or empathy towards other situations, you never question what some of them been through. And then you get mad or think that this person is horrible for the things they say or they might do, even if it's years later. you complain about the monsters that you create. I wasn't always like this. Just like I said, and I'll say it again, and more directly to certain people that might come across this and be listening, or know people that know people, because sometimes the world is a big place and sometimes it's a very small one too. I'll say it again. Things were different, and that's how people take advantage of you. They take advantage of you when you give them the benefit of the doubt, or when you try to give them a second chance, or they go to give you their fake apology. And I realized after a while that a lot of times when someone goes to apologize for some really fucked up shit that they did, it's not really an apology. It's just for them to have an open door to do the same thing they did, but much, much worse. So if you forgive these people, they're going to do you a whole lot fucking worse where that came from. So that trust is over. So once again, when I say people complain about the monsters they create, when a certain set of people get what they're going to have coming to them, remember, you made me like this.